If you put a nose cone on it, 432 Park Avenue could be rechristened 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. 432 Park Avenue. It's that very slender and very tall building that has enough chutzpah to insert itself into the New York City skyline. The first and visceral reaction is to be appalled and scared. How dare it overshadow the much-loved Empire State Building and the much-revered One World Trade Center? And then there's the widely held belief that it looks like it may tip over. Dealing with the latter item first, the structure was designed by WSP. It has a concrete reinforced core in the center of about 30 by 40 feet. Here's where the elevator, the mechanical shafts, and the stairs are. Then there's column free space until you get to the perimeter, which is a separate structural system. So the 10-foot by 10-foot windows you see are simply everything that is not structure. It's not going to fall over. Even the mechanical floors, those intermediate floors with water tanks, air handling equipment, and electric panels, are visibly different. They allow the wind to pass around and through them, helping stabilize the building. And there are mass dampers that counteract that wind pressure to make sure the building doesn't sway that much. That's to prevent water in a bathtub from swooshing around, or the elevators traveling at 1,600 feet per minute from being crunched in the shaft. Architect Rafael Viñoly has presented us a modernist tower stripped of sentiment and perfectly logical for a real estate market that is almost entirely irrational. What you see is what it takes to hold the building up. Glass fills in the rest. If it appears too thin to you, it's because you're comparing it with office buildings. Residential spaces require more natural light and consequently will have a smaller floor plate. Rafael Viñoly, originally from Uruguay, is in my opinion one of the most pure practitioners of modernist architecture, the totally rational approach to design. But his modernism is less concerned with fitting humans to his vision and more with responding using forms that follow the function of the building, even just parts of buildings. The result, his buildings seem to have heart as well as a rational mind. 432 Park is the first in a new wave of new super slender tall residences and office towers that are changing the skyline of New York. The 20th century view of New York City is now a thing of the past, regulated to black and white movies, the same way that tinted picture postcards are the only remnants of 19th century New York. Can one live comfortably in such a tall building when it can take so long to get to your front door? Obviously, developers believe people can and will. But often for the super luxury apartments in New York, the occupants have other homes. And the people who buy these apartments tend to have different attitudes about living than most of us have. We might consider how far one has to go if you left a book or e-reader in your car. But the average tenant there expects to call the doorman and have them send it up to their apartment via drone. I like and respect 432 Park Avenue. It fits a purely modern paradigm that an over-articulated or over-decorated tower cannot. I think it ranks up there with the Lever House and the Seagram's building. I am not sure if I can get over the fact that it's taller than the Empire State Building, but I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm Michael Molinelli, and this is Architecture CodeX.